Hi everyone, my name is Miss Ashley from Fibo Kids Art Academy, and for today's process art picture, we're going to be doing some watercolors. However, as a parent, it might be a little bit intimidating to let our really young children left alone to their own devices to creating a picture, especially if it's art materials that could be a little bit hazardous or really hard to wash out. I'm here to tell you, however, that you can actually use Skittles for watercolor. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to create those watercolors and be able to let your child get creative with the watercolors that they created with their Skittles. So let's go ahead and get started. So right now I just have my piece of paper for my watercolors later, but I will tell you, you can easily use Skittles to create those watercolors. And all you need is a cup of water. Now you want to make sure that your water's not completely full. In fact, the less water you use and the more Skittles that you use, the brighter those colors are going to be. So for example, I've got my wild berry Skittles here. These are actually, I prefer these over the original ones myself. So, and if you do too, you can always just eat them while your child's painting. But you want to make sure that you pick out all the same colors first, and you're going to plop them into a cup. Now, the nice thing about this process art is you can also teach your child not only just colors, but also counting as well. So maybe you want to teach your child how to count to 5, and you can tell them to grab 5 Skittles and place them in the cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as I said earlier, the more Skittles that you do use in that low cup of water, the brighter those colors are going to be. So I'm actually going to take some more green Skittles. You can already start to see that that color is coming off of those Skittles. So this is a great way to teach them colors, especially if you're using the original Skittles, which comes with more colors. Again, I do love the all berry mix though. But I'm just going to go ahead and just plop those Skittles right into my cup. And you can see that that is already starting to turn into some green sugar juice. If you need to, you can always stir it up just to loosen up some of that color. You can do that with a spoon or a paintbrush. But again, the more Skittles that you use in your water, the brighter those colors are going to be. Now, not only that, you can also teach your child how to mix colors. So for example, I don't have any primary colors on me, unfortunately, but I can take, well, I do have a red and blue actually. So I can actually grab my red and blue Skittles. I'm just gonna pour some on here, just to make it a little bit easier. Might be out of blues though. Now I'm gonna take red and blues, and they should make purple. Now I do have purple already in the packet, but this method just makes it really fun for the kids to decide what colors they want to create. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some red and blue into this mixture, or into this water. Now this red is a little bit more on the pink side, but we can see how that color turns out. And it creates a nice purple color. You do want those Skittles to soak for a little bit before you do paint with them. But again, this way you don't feel too intimidated to leave your child alone with some watercolors that are original watercolors. Instead, they're having fun with candy. I'm just going to plop a little bit more Skittles into each of these so they're a little bit more vibrant in color. And again, just don't forget to stir. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these Skittles back and maybe snack on a few after this. Just make sure that your hands are clean. But again, this method of using our watercolor Skittles is great for not only learning our colors, but also for counting. All right, so I'm just gonna put my Skittles to the side. Now I do have all these different colors that I created with my berry mix. Again, you don't have to use the berry mix. I actually recommend using the original because it comes with more colors, but they also come with tropical flavors. All right. So we have our mixture here. I've got this nice green, I've got some blue, Got the red and pink. The red and pink kind of looks similar, but you can actually take your Skittles and you can have some fun watercolors. Now again, the more Skittles that you use, the brighter those colors are going to be. So I'm going to take some more pink and just add that into there. And some more red as well. And the more water you use, the lighter the colors are going to be. The more Skittles you use and less water, the darker those colors will be. And again, it makes for a nice summer treat as well if you're doing this outside during the summer or indoors if you're feeling a little bit cooped up. Let's try our blue mixture first. And that way it's not super messy, but you can start to see some more of those watercolors showing up. Let's try the purple mixture where I mixed blue and red together. Now the only downside to this is that it is fairly light and you are going to have to use a lot of Skittles for it. Again, less water creates brighter paint for sure. Let's try the green now. But it does make for a nice fun snack. But you can start to see some of those colors. So this is a great way to not only just teach your children different colors, but also how to mix different colors, but also to count as well, and just how to mix and stir. And that way you don't feel too intimidated by different watercolors. Because again, sometimes small children like to put things in their mouth like paintbrushes or watercolors, maybe like to stick their fingers in watercolors. This way it's a bit of a safer method and you can leave your child alone with these watercolors just to have some more fun. You can even blend some of those colors together if you'd like to. Again, doing Skittle watercolors is a lot of fun. And you can create a picture or you can just have fun with painting all sorts of different images onto your watercolors. And again, it's not hazardous, it's just sugar water made from Skittles. So pretty easy. You can definitely leave your child alone for their own process art picture, unless you do want to teach them how to mix colors and to count. But that is it for our process art picture for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you really enjoyed learning that little fact about Skittles and how they can become watercolors. If you did decide to do this with your child, please be sure to show us online either on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. We'd love to see what you came up with your Skittles. And we'll see you next time at Fibo Kids Art Academy. Bye!